and welcome to today's long band extravaganza, full body workout today using a light resistant long band. My long band measures about 2 meters long by 15 centimeters. Let's get started. Let's have a nice warm up. Reach your hands down towards the floor. Lengthen the tops of your ears up towards the ceiling. Have a nice breath in, and on the breath out, just rotating your head, eye line staying straight ahead. Just over to one side, breathe in, breathe out back to the center, breathe in, breathing out, rotate over to the other side. So as you're moving through from side to side, feel that concept of length through your neck. Feel that concept of standing up really nice and tall and the shoulders staying nice and quiet. Let's hold on this right side. Let's bring your chin down towards your chest, look down towards your right hip. Just breathe, still reaching your hands down and breathing in through the nose, out through pursed lips for 3, 2, 1. Eye line back to the right. Breathe in, breathe out to the center. Breathe in, breathe out over to your left, lengthening through the neck, and then drawing your chin down, looking down to your left hip, feeling that stretch across the back of the right side of the neck. Breathing for 3, 2, 1. Eye line back to the center, back into the middle. Let's breathe in, let's breathe out, float the arms up. Breathe in, coming back down. Lovely. So as you're moving, I want you to try to keep those shoulder blades against that imaginary wall behind you. So you're not rounding your shoulders forward, your chest is staying nice and open. You breathe in and you breathe out to lift, drawing your rib cage down. Breathe in, coming back down. Let's add some squats in. So feet are about shoulder width apart. You're going to breathe in, you're going to breathe out, float the band up. Breathe in, come back down. Let's have a little pull of the band. Breathe in, breathe out, squeeze and reach. Breathe in, breathe out, come back down. Don't worry too much if you get the breathing in the wrong pattern. The main thing is you just let your breath flow. And let's do 3 more, pulling the band apart for 3. Breathe in, breathe out, coming down, back slides against that imaginary wall. 2. Last one, let's stay down there. Breathe in, breathe out, let's reach and come back in. And reach the band away, come back in. Shoulders are relaxed, tops of these shoulders are away from the ears, and you're breathing for 3 and 2. And reach and hold. Let's breathe and let's breathe out, float the band up. Breathe in, come back down. Staying in that squat, staying, pushing your knees out. You're lifting the band above your head. On your breath out, your shoulders are nice and relaxed. They're not lifting up for 3. I can already feel my glutes. I don't know if you can. And 2. Beautiful. Keeping that tension in the band. Up and hold. Let's side bend up and over. Breathe in, breathe out, come back to the center. Breathe in, breathe out, up and over. Let's pull the band down now with the bottom arm. As you bend and rotate towards the right, your right bottom arm comes down. Lovely. And up and over to the left, and the left bottom arm comes down. Let's do 2 more. And reach 2. All the way back up. And reach up and over. And 1. Coming back to the center. Breathe in, breathe out, stand up nice and tall. Lovely. Let's do the band up and over, so the band finish up behind your body. So standing up nice and tall, you're going to breathe in, breathe out, lift. Breathe in, breathe out, the band comes behind you. Breathe in, breathe out, coming back down. So stay doing what you're doing. I'm just going to show you from side on how it looks. So just being really mindful as you pull the band behind you, that you don't let the ribs pop forward like this. This is not what we want to do. We want to keep everything nice and quiet. Keep going. Breathing in, breathing out for 3. Lovely. Breathing in, breathing out for 2, pulling the band apart as it goes overhead. Last one, let's leave the band behind our body. Up and over, pulling the band behind your body. Let's turn the palms around, stay facing forward. I'm going to show you from the side. So you're standing up nice and tall, and you're going to pull the band behind you and bring it back down. Don't let the band touch your body. Remember that game? operation? Well, don't let that band touch your body, and you're reaching away, you're standing up tall, your eye line is straight ahead, you're pulling your ribs down, you're drawing your belly button in on every breath out through pursed lips. 3 and 2, pulling the bands apart. Last one, pull the band apart and leave it up, the arms up, and let's pull and reach and pull and reach and breathe for 3 and 2. And last one, hold it there, reach for 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic, come back in. Woo. Hopefully you are starting to feel those arms and you're starting to warm up. Let's leave the band behind you. Let's bring it up to just beneath your bottom of your rib cage. So the band comes up to about here, nice and wide. We're going to bring our elbows on to the band. So standing up nice and tall, feet are now hip distance apart. You're going to keep your elbows nice and still. Breathe in, breathe out. Draw your shoulder blades together to push those hands away. So stay standing up. I'm going to come forward to the camera so you can really see, staying standing up. Elbows are still. You're going to open out and you're going to come back in. So the point here is you're trying to move from your scapula, those shoulder blades drawing together to come back in. So we're not trying to pull the band away from your body. Keep those elbows still. Stay standing up nice and tall. Let's do 3 more, moving from your back for 3. Lovely, breathe in, breathing out, 2. As the hands come towards each other, widen at your collarbone. Last one, out and hold. Stay standing up nice and tall. You're going to come in an inch and out an inch. You're still standing, in an inch and out an inch. Use those back muscles. Feel the shoulder blades gliding together. Keep breathing. 3, close your eyes if you need to. Sometimes it really helps connect into those shoulder blades. Taking the work out away from the hands into your back for 2. Open and hold. Keep your left elbow still. Breathe in, breathe out. Reach that right arm away. Bring it back in. Let's stay on that right arm. Left arm, elbow stay still and reach. And come back in. Remember that imaginary wall we started with? Slide the back of that arm against that imaginary wall. Try to move from the top of your arms, connecting into your back, not from your hands. Lovely. And 2. You can see my counting's terrible. That's never changed. And reach out and hold. Arm stays straight. Breathe in. Come back in. Shoulder blades staying connected to the band. Breathe out. Reach the band away. Breathe in. Breathe out. Opening the collarbone out. Moving from the shoulder blades. Moving from the back. Beautiful. Keep going. You're still standing up tall. I just want you to be able to see what's going on for 2. Lovely, last one. Open and hold and reach and breathe. Keeping that left side still for 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, breathe out, bring it back in. Find that connection with the band across the right elbow now. Breathe in, breathe out, reach that left arm. So you're trying to keep the body nice and still. You're trying not to move your body towards that side. So you're really having to stabilize in that non-moving side. Really think about that before you move, sliding that hand, that arm against that imaginary wall. I love that imaginary wall. And breathing in, breathing out for 3. Breathing in, standing up tall, breathing out 2. Beautiful. Breathe in, breathe out and reach. Arm stays straight. Breathe in, pushing gently into the back of the shoulder blades with the band and open. Breathing in to come forward. Breathing out to slide that shoulder blade towards the spine to open the hand out. Lovely. 2 more until you're holding it out there. In 2. Lovely. Everything else is staying quiet. Everything else is staying still. Holding it out there for 3, 2, 1. Coming back in. Both arms reach. Lovely. You're staying standing up now. The band is just behind your shoulder blades. Let's go back to where you're standing. Arms stay straight. Open the feet out wide. Let's add in some sumo squats. Bring the arms forward. Open the arms out. Lovely. Moving from the back. Feel the connection between the band and the shoulder blades and collarbone open. Coming down that old wall for 3, chest open, tension in the band, and 2. Last one, you're staying down and you're holding it down, arms are open. We're going to windmill the arms up and down and up, keeping the band underneath the armpit so it doesn't fly out. Don't worry if it does, just reset. 3, windmill them up. 2, 1, we'll do one more so we're even, and reach and stand up tall. Well done. Hope you're doing well. Let's go into some roll downs. So we're going to stand up at one end of the mat, standing up nice and tall, reaching the band down towards the floor, knuckles down, crown of the head up, find that opposition. Knees are nice and soft, feet are hip distance apart, a big breath in to begin, and on the breath out, chin comes towards your chest, and your stomach scoops in. Try to keep your weight in the middle of the feet, try not to let it all go behind you. Let's roll down slowly, bone by bone. Head's heavy, upper body's heavy like a ragdoll. Let's come down to the bottom. Let's shaking your head no, and nodding your head yes. Let all the tension go. Let's sway, keeping your body even and weight between the left and the right foot. Let's sway from left to right. Let's breathe. Keep your belly button scooping in. Protect your back, and you're breathing for 3. Let all the tension out. 2, 1, come back into the center, soften those knees, breathe in, bone by bone, scoop up through the stomach, lift up through the core, slowly to your head is the last thing that comes up. Let's reach the arms up and over, draw the ribs down, look up to the ceiling and breathe. Bring that band back down. Let's roll down again, breathing in to begin, breathing out, belly button pulls in, you roll down heavy like that ragdoll. You come down to the bottom. At the bottom, now if it feels too much for you to touch your toes, you feel like you're really straining, then just let your arms just hover. But try to keep them relatively still in space so they're not moving, your upper body's not moving up and down. We're going to breathe and you're going to bend the knees and you're going to breathe out, lengthen up through the backs of those legs. Try to think of this breath in and the lift up from your core. So you're really using your core, your belly button to lift up. You're not just bending and straightening the legs and losing the connection to your center. You're breathing, and so your upper body's still in space. It's not coming up and down as you move. That's quite hard. It's surprisingly harder than one would imagine, keeping your upper body still. And you're breathing for 3. Breathe in to bend, breathe out to lengthen up. 2. Breathe in to bend, breathe out to lengthen up. 1. Bend that left knee, keep that left hand on the floor. Make sure you've got some band width. You're going to reach the band, the right hand up to the ceiling. Look up towards that hand and breathe. So right leg is straight, left knee is bent, and your right arm is reaching up and you're looking up to that right arm for 3, 2, 1. Bend that right knee as that right hand comes down. Place it on the floor. Reach and lift that left arm up to the ceiling. Bending that right knee, this time straightening that left knee, and reach and breathe for 3 and 2 and 1. Come back down to the floor. Breathe in, find the band. Breathe out, slowly restack the spine bone by bone. Let's lift up and over, reach the band up. Let's pull on the band this time as you reach all the shoulders down for 3, 2, 1. Bring the band in front of you. Roll down one more time. Let's get on towards the mat. Breathe in, breathe out, rolling down bone by bone. Find the mat. Bend your knees in. Bring your body down. Let's find a child's pose, a shell stretch. So in your shell stretch, in your child's pose, there's still a lot to be thinking about, even though it's a wonderful stretch. You're letting your bum be really heavy onto your heels. You're pulling your belly button up and away. You're reaching your fingertips forward and you're drawing your shoulder blades back. And most important of all is you are breathing in through your nose, breathing out through pursed lips. Nice big breaths. Let all the tension go in and out. Exaggerate your breath. Most people just do not breathe. So this is your chance to breathe, breathe, breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. Coming back on to all fours. Lovely. So let's find your all fours position. So knees underneath the hips, hands are underneath the shoulder blades. Let's do a few cat and cow stretches. So open the chest out, breathing in, breathing out, pushing up through the floor, pulling the belly button in. Breathe in before you move. Breathe out, untuck at the tailbone. Slowly finding that length in your spine, pushing the crown of your head forward. Don't overdo the lift of your head up like this. It just shortens the back of your neck. It's very tempting to do it, but it doesn't do much. And just work through, except aggravate your neck. Just work through those two positions in your own time, making sure that when you're in your extension, your arched back, you're really pulling your stomach in to protect your spine. For 3, pushing the floor away. Breathe in before you move. Breathe out on the movement for 2. Lovely, enjoy this movement, and up and hold, pushing the floor away from you, finding that cow, oh sorry, that cat, I always get them wrong. And breathing for 3, 2, 1, big breath in before you begin. Now let's go into your cow, open your chest out, breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back down into your shell stretch. Leave the left hand on the floor. You're going to open and reach the right hand up and away, keeping your head down. Stay on that arm. You're going to reach the band away and come back down. 3 more and reach for 3. Just finding that mobility in those shoulder blades for 2. Shoulder tops of the shoulders away from the ears and reach and hold and breathe for 3, 2, 1. Bring it back down. Swap sides. Big breath in. Rotate your head towards the left side and you reach up and away. And come back in, and make sure the rope isn't, the band isn't attached to your bottom knee like mine was. Always adjust it, reach, breathing in and breathing out and reach. Lovely, breathe in and breathe out and reach. Lovely, bring your hands onto the floor. Keep the band, your hands on the band. Let's come up into your down dog position. So you're trying to find that triangular position where you pull up through the belly button, your chest draws down towards the center. And now, whenever you're ready, we're going to add some stretches and you're going to reach and lift that band up and away. Bring that hand down, reach and lift that band away. So you're trying to keep the body relatively still in space as you reach. So it's like the shell stretch that you just did, but now we're adding a new dimension in this down dog position. Let's do 1 more on each side. Breathing in and breathing out and reach. Lovely. Last one, breathing in, breathing out and reach. Make sure you're even. Let's walk the dog. So arms stay still. Breathe in, soften the right knee. Breathe out, push that heel down. Swapping sides. Try to keep your hips still. How do you keep your hips still? How do you keep your pelvis still? You pull your belly button in. So there's no movement, you're not wiggling, you're not rocking, you're just still. You're still pulling your chest through towards your knees and you're breathing. Let's do 2 more on each side. Breathe in to bend, breathe out to reach. Breathe in to bend, breathe out to reach. Last one on each side. Breathe in, breathe out, reach. Breathe in, breathe out, reach. Lovely. Let's come back down into your child's pose, the best way to reset your spine. And just breathe in and breathe out for 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Now nice and gently come up into your seated position. Let's sit up nice and tall. Let's bring the band now beneath our butts. So you're sitting on the band. We're going to go into some lovely mermaid position. So right hand comes down to the floor and we're going to come up and over with the band. Breathe in, breathe out, come back to the center. Left hand touches the floor. Breathe in, breathe out, up and over. So your eye line should still be straight ahead. Try not to look down, try not to look up. Just feel that length in your spine as you're going up and over. As you're going over to the right, think about your left hip driving down. So you're not hiking your hips up as you move like this. That was a bit of exaggeration. Hopefully no one's doing that. You're really feeling the opposition between the hip and the butt cheek going down as the arm goes up and over. Enjoy this movement, the side bending So important. Let's do one more on each side. Let's hold on this side and reach and breathe. So as you're reaching towards the right or whatever direction you're in, your opposite hip staying down. So if your right arm's up, your left hip is driving down towards the floor, your left butt cheek's heavy, and you're breathing for 3, 2, 1. Come back in. Breathe in, breathing out, reaching up and over for 3, 2, 1. Come back into the center. Arms reaching away. Let's rotate the spine. Breathe in, breathe out. So really feel the idea of lengthening through the crown of your head when you rotate. You're not trying to bend or lean into the rotation. Again, you're really thinking of the opposite side. So you're not moving from your arms, as tempting as it is to swing the old arms around. No, 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 no. We're moving from your core. And you're breathing in. And you're breathing out to lift up and over. Rotate, breathe in. Spine and the tops of the ears are lifting up towards the ceiling for 3. Breathe in. And breathing out for 2. Breathe in. And breathing out. Let's hold this side and reach those arms away. Relax those shoulders and breathe. For 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, breathe out back to the center. Breathe in, breathe out over towards the other side. Keep reaching the arms away. And breathing for 3, 2, 1. Come back into the center. Bring the arms down. Okay, let's go into some side work. So you're going to bring your left leg forward. It's going to be parallel across the mat. You're going to straighten your right leg out. You're going to just loop the long band around your straight right foot. Just try to balance up the hips as much as possible. Bring your left hand towards the floor. And you're going to take the loop into the bands into your right hand. Everything stays still to begin with. You're going to breathe in and just going to breathe out. Reach that right hand straight up to the ceiling. So there's just going up and down. Remember that imaginary wall, my favorite imaginary wall? Stay keeping the backs of those arms and the hands and the elbows all against that imaginary wall as you lift up and lower. Let's do 2 more. Straight up and reach. Breathe into bend. And breathe out, grow taller for 2. Breathe in. Breathe out, coming up. Let's add a side bend in. Breathe in. Breathe out, reach. Breathe in, come back in. Breathe in, breathe out, reach. Breathe in, come back in. And reach for 3. Woo. Breathe in and breathe out, reach for 2. If it feels too heavy for you, then just go further down the band, reach and hold and breathe for 3, 2, 1. Stay rotated forwards. We're going to bend that right elbow, keep that right elbow still in space. As we breathe into bend, breathe out, reach, try to find the work in that right tricep. Still push that left hand up and away from the floor, and you're breathing into bend and you're squeezing into the back of that arm. 3. I might have already said 3. My 3s and 2s are the worst of my counts. 2. Lovely, guys. Reach, reach, reach. Keep the arms straight and open. And reach, keeping the arms straight and open. And reach for 3. Beautiful. And reach 2. Hold coming up and reach for 3. 2 and 1. Amazing. Come back in. Let's swap sides. So this time, lengthening that left leg away. Bending that right knee in. Now this side of my body feels totally different than the other side, so who knows what could happen here. So remember, everything stays still for the first few. You've got your imaginary wall. You're going to breathe in. You're going to breathe out, reach that hand up to the ceiling. Breathe into bend, staying up tall. Breathe out, reach. Breathing into bend, grow taller as you reach. Feel that cool connection. 3. Lovely. And reach 2. Last one. And reach 1. Let's add in those side bends. Breathing in, breathe out, up and over, reach. Shall I say reach one more time? Breathe in, breathe out, and reach. Lovely. Breathe in and up and over for 3. And 2. Lengthen through the side that you're bending in towards. And 1. Rotate your upper body. And we're going to go into those triceps. Left elbow stays still and we squeeze into the back of that left arm. And reaching away and squeezing into the tricep. Try to squeeze it before you bend and straighten it. So you're working it before you move it. And 3. Lovely. How are you all doing? Keep going, don't give up. And 2. Lovely. Last one, arms stay straight. And we open and we reach. And you breathe in and you breathe out, arms stay straight. And you breathe in and you reach for 3. Lovely, almost there. And 2. Last one, up and hold and breathe. 3, 2, 1. Fantastic work. Come back in. Take the band. Let's turn around. Now options are, you can straighten your legs out if you prefer. I prefer to have a slight soften in my knee. You're going to reach the band forward. You're going to take a big breath in to begin. On your breath out, you're going to find your C curve. So just your eye line comes down, your head stays above your pelvis. Your head doesn't roll back yet. And then you keep your stomach engaged. You have a big breath in, and on the breath out, you slowly roll down, all the way down towards the mat. But let's find the shoulder blades. We're going to stop on the shoulder blades. Yes, take a big breath in. And then on the breath out, let's reach slowly, come all the way down. Keep your ribs and stomach all connected. Breathe in, breathe out, hands come above your chest. Big breath in, try to use your stomach muscles. Breathe in, breathe out. Reach, you're being pulled up, 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 and find your nice neutral spine. Okay, let's do that again. Sitting up really nice and tall. Big breath in to begin. Breath out. Find your C curve. Breathe in, breathe out as slow as you can. Use your stomach muscles for this roll down. Don't rely on your back. Find the tips of your shoulder blades. When you've got them, pause. Big breath in. And then on the breath out, keeping your stomach and ribs connected, reach your arms back. Head comes to the mat. Breathe in, hands come up to shoulder height or chest height. Breathe in, breathe out all the way back up. Lovely. Let's just go now halfway, roll back halfway now. Same start, big breath in, breath out, find your C curve. Breathe in, breathe out, come down just halfway. Come down to the bottom, find that connection, lift your chest up, proud. We don't want to stay in a rounded back position. Open the chest up. You're going to breathe in, just going to float your arms up as far as you can control and maintain and keep your core connection. Don't lift up so high. Stay where you are, that you lift the shoulders up towards your ears. Keep everything else quiet when you're lifting your arms up. So maybe you just come to here, but as long as you feel the stomach, that's all the main thing that matters. If you feel your back at any stage, keep going. Then you just roll back up, you reset, and you come back down. Okay, but stay down if you can, and breathing for 3. Breathe in to begin. Breathe out to lift 2. Breathe in at the top, breathe out to come down. Last one. Let's keep the band lifted, not too high. We're going to breathe in, we're going to breathe out, float the right knee up. Breathe in, breathe out, lowering it back down. Breathe in, breathe out, float the left knee up. And then lower it back down. Keep alternating through slowly. Try to use your core muscles to lift the knee. Try not to use the hip flexors and the front of the legs. If it feels too much in your upper body, by all means, bring the arms down. Keep your chest open. Reset if you need to. For 3. Breathe in, breathe out, come down. Breathe in, breathe out, come up. Breathe in, breathe out, come down. 2. Last one, let's hold this right side. Hold it up here. Holding for 3. Can you float the arms up higher? Lift the chest higher. 2, 1. Bring it back down. Breathe in slowly. Breathe out. Float the leg up. Lift the arms up higher if you can for 3, 2, 1. Come back down. If you need to reset, reset. Otherwise, let's go into both legs up. Ooh, and floating up and coming back down. If this all feels all right for you and you're feeling bold and you're feeling wild and you're feeling crazy, let's float and lift into a teaser and reach, pull the band away now as you lift it and breathe for 3, pull it away, breathe in, breathe out, pulling it away. 2, let's have a hold, pulling it, reaching, lifting. 3, pulling it. 2, 1, bring it back down carefully with control, roll forwards, bring the band behind the feet, push those heels away, pull the belly button back, and breathe. Lovely. Breathing in, breathing out. On the next breath in, breathe out, restack your spine. Let's go all the way down to the mat in that roll down like we started with. Sit up nice and tall. Breathe in, breathe out, find your C curve. Breathe in, breathe out, roll down bone by bone by bone as you find the tips of your scapula, the shoulder blades. Find those tips, big breath in and big breath out. Come all the way back down. Lovely work. Okay, so let's bend the knees in and let's open up the band nice and wide. Just going to have no tension really in the band. Just going to have a reset of the spine, okay? So reaching the arms out, shoulder blades are heavy. You're going to breathe in, your knees are going to come to the left, your eye line is going to come to the right. You're going to keep your right shoulder blade nice and heavy. Breathe in, breathe out, come back to the center. Breathe in, breathe out as the knees come to the right, the head goes to the left. Use your stomach muscles to lift the knees up to the center. Focus on your shoulder blades staying heavy and even in weight so you can really get that nice reset into your spine. Lovely, make sure you're even on both sides. Come back to the center. I think I've got one more to do on the other side. And then come back in, or maybe not. And come back in, hug your knees into your chest. Have a little rock from left to right. And breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic, lovely. Bring your feet down hips distance apart. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. Little bit of tension on the band. We're going to go into some spinal articulation, some bridges. So you're going to start in your neutral. You've got that natural curve underneath your back. You have a big breath in to begin. On your breath out, you tilt your pelvis. You stand into your heels. You stand into your shoulders. And you peel up bone by bone. Your eye line stays looking directly up above you. So focus on the eye line. Have a big breath in. And then roll down, keeping your eye line looking straight up. Try not to let your eye line move through this position. Try not to let your eye line travel back and forwards, because that's going to create unnecessary movement and tension in your neck. So wait, take your time. So your band should be staying relatively still. Your eye line is looking straight up. You're breathing in at the top of the movement. You're breathing out to roll down. You find your neutral. You're breathing in at the bottom of the movement. So working through one of the most important movements that there is, has so much to offer. It gives you that spine articulation, that separation out of each of those vertebrae. It fires up your glutes. It engages your stomach as you roll down. You try to use your stomach. Let's come up and hold at the top. You're going to breathe in on the breath out. You're going to reach the band behind you. And you're going to come back in. Let's add some pulls on the band. When you're forward, go back, pull on the band. Breathe in, breathe out, pull on the band. And go back, keeping those hips lifted, keeping those glutes squeezed for 3. And pull on the band. And 2, keeping squeezing on those glutes. Last one, pulling on the band up. And then bring the hands down. Keep the hands heavy on the floor. Big breath in. The slowest roll down, slightly pushing the hands down to the floor as you roll down. Find your neutral. Bring the band behind your feet. Reach your feet up to the floor. Bring your elbows heavy onto the mat. Let's stretch into the back of those legs. So reach the heels up and reach the toes away. Breathe in, breathe out, reach the heels up. Breathe in, breathe out, reach toes away. Be careful that your band doesn't flip up. If it does, then you can always hook it around your feet just to protect it in, just to keep it in. And you're going to reach and lower. Lovely. In fact, let's do that. Let's everybody hook their band once over, bringing your elbows down. So we're ready for the next move, okay? So you're going to curl up. You're going to look, if a curl up feels too much on your neck, then please stay curled down. You're going to bring the bands in each hand. You're going to push your elbows wide. You're going to make sure the band is in a good position. And you're going to keep your toes flexed towards you. You're going to lower the heels down. And you're going to come back up. You breathe in, you breathe out, you reach and lower those legs away. And then come back up. Keep your belly button pulling in as you lower down. The band on the outside of the elbows. 3. And 2. Lovely, last one. And 1. Let's bring in some crisscross. You're going to lift up and over towards one side, come back in. Lift up and over towards one side, go back into the center. Stay up high, lift and over, keep the legs still. And come back in for 3. And how still are your legs? 2. How still are your hips? Up and hold it and reach the top hand up. You're gonna bring it up and lower it down and reach it away for 3 and 2 and 1. Bring that hand back behind the head and over to the other side and reach and lower and reach for 3. Feel those obliques and 2. Breathe in, breathe out and reach. Bring the elbow back. Come back down. Lovely. Have a little hug of your knees in and reset. Lovely. Let's sit up nice and tall so the band is still attached to your feet. And we're going to do a couple of stretches. You're going to bring that right hand up behind you onto the right side and reach that left hand over and swap sides and reach. So really lift up through the chest. Find that extension. Swapping sides. It's a stretch, but it's also some strength here too. Lovely. Let's do one more on each side and reaching up and away. 3. Sorry, I said one more and then I go into 3. 1. Worst counter ever. Last one. Come back in. Fantastic. How are you all doing? So let's now come down into some prone work. So lying down onto your tummy. Adjust your hair if you need to. Hello. And you're going to have your hips heavy. You're going to reach your arms out in front of you. And just to begin with, your band is underneath. Your hand is over your band. You're going to breathe in. You're going to breathe out, push the floor away. Keep your neck long, really, and then slowly come back down. So your arms are out in front of you. You're really feeling like you're pushing the top of your head towards the wall in front of you. So you're not trying to think of lifting up that shortens the back of your neck. You're trying to keep the back of your neck really long the whole way through and the front of your neck so it's even in length. For 3. Breathing in. As you come up on the breath out, you draw your ribs down for 2. Let's have a little hold on this next side. Breathing in and breathing out, pushing up and away and hold it. And breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Come back down. Lovely. So now let's add some work in with the bands in this prone position. It's quite challenging work. If it feels too much, you reset. Don't continue if anything hurts. So you're going to breathe in. You're going to be that lift up. You're going to take the band into the right hand. You're going to reach the right hand back. Bring the hand down. And you're going to slowly come back down. You're going to breathe in. You're going to breathe out, push the floor away. This time the band goes into the left hand. Your eye line rotates in the direction that you pull your band as you alternate. You breathe in, you breathe out, and you reach. And you come back down. Breathe in, breathe out. Hand stays on the floor and you reach your hand away. And you come back down. Breathe in on this one. You're going to stay up there and you're going to reach. Keep the tension in the band. You're going to reach the band forward and back for 3. Pushing through that left hand. 2. And 1. Bring it back down. Stay curled up if you stay lifted up if you need to. Reset if you have to. Otherwise, stay up there. And breathe and reach 3. Breathe and 2. Oh, it's so much harder than one expects. And 1. Bring the hands down. Breathe and breathe out. Slowly come to the floor. Breathe in, hands by your side. Push up into your child's pose, your counter stretch. And reach and breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Guys, well done. You are finished. I hope you really enjoyed it. To get access to loads more workouts like this with or without props, then please do download my app. The link is coming up now. You'll get a 7-day free trial period, so do try it out. Hopefully you'll love it and we can get fit and really strong together. Have a lovely rest of your day. Take care.